Right, welcome back to MDTV. If you're looking for an all-terrain, all-singing, all-dancing, beautifully built scooter that'll tough it out with the best of them, this is probably one of the best on the market. There are other things that compete with it, like everything else, you know, with cars. There's all sorts of things out there on the market. This one actually has a personal place for me in the respect of that I just know it, I trust it, and you know, for over 30 odd years, you know, we've actually known this company. Previously, on the one that I drove in, this was called the Hercules, and it was actually, the company at that time was called Carelma. It is actually now called Scooter Tech. It's just like everything else, you know, a little things evolve, things change. This one is proof of the pudding in the respect of when you actually, I actually took this in the other day. It was actually parked in the back of it's almost like a barn find, if you like. It's been parked in the back of this guy's garage for a lot of years now. I brought it out, I pumped the tyres up, put 2 new batteries on it, and it just works. I've checked the serial number with Carelma, 21 years old, so it's probably its birthday, it might even be today for all we know. But it just goes to prove that they are just reliable. I mean, it's got a lot of miles on the clock. It's been parked up for 2 or 3 years and not even moved anywhere, but up until that time it was actually out on almost a daily basis. It's basically a primitive version of the new fantastic version here, which is the Extreme. Now this comes in white, it also comes in red. I believe you can also get them in black as well. It's got all the modern equipment on it. The most up-to-date Curtis controller, you know, is perched in the back. It's got 2 gigantic motors on the back. They're only 400 watts, but because they're actually working together in harmony, it does produce a lot of torque and a lot of power. So for hill climbing, it's superb. The nice other thing about it that is totally different and unique to everybody else's is that in every scooter that's out there on the market, somebody might prove me wrong on this, but this is as far as I know, is that your motor lays across the back of the wheels. So if you imagine this being the back of the scooter, they're actually laid in between the wheels at the back. Therefore, all electronics that go with the motors are actually in between the wheels. Unless you actually really make a good job of waterproofing, that they're okay. Most of them are pretty much splash proof, but you don't want to be driving through any water over sort of 2 or 3 inches deep. You're just asking for trouble. What they've done with this one is that the actual motors are actually stood up, so all the electrics are at the top. So although you do have some electrics that are lower down in the body, you've still got a lot more clearance. So you can go through, you know, slightly deeper water if you need to. I'll tell you now, don't go through water unless you really need to, because electric and water is a classic. It just doesn't like mixing. They're all pretty much handmade. The price for what they are is perfectly viable. You know, I can't remember where we put a price label on this. Yes, there's one here. Look, just double check. 4499. It's a lot of money, but it's a lot of scooter as well. For a handmade scooter that's actually been, you know, hand wired and that sort of thing, and the proof's in the pudding. It is very, very, very reliable. I can't remember when we've had to repair one of these. Yeah, you get punches and things like that, but you do with all scooters. So if you're looking for an all-terrain scooter, a bit like a Land Rover, if you like, of the scooter world, this is definitely one for you to put on your list to try. Now, if you come to us to try one, what we can do is we can try it outside, and if you really, really, really want to test it, I'm sure I can get somebody who will have a walk up the local woods with you, and then you can try it on all terrain if you like. I'm actually going to probably get one of these, but an older one, a slightly, you know, more second-hand one, rather than using a brand new one, and let people actually take it up the woods and have a play with it. And then the proof's in the pudding. Go and get it stuck. You probably will, but you know, it's like a Land Rover. If you try hard enough, you'll get it stuck. So just to say that we have these in stock, come and try one. We can bring them out to your house. We're quite happy to come and do home demos. So if you live somewhere where there's a little bit of woodland or something like that, you want to go for a ride round, get us to come and bring one out and take it around the wood, try it. So we'll leave it at that for today, but just to say that the Extreme Plus is here. All the specifications and everything are all on the website. And if you want to try one at home on the terrain that you want to test it on, give us a shout. We'll bring it to your house, let you have a go. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you soon.